Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this story. I'm going to try and upload a new story each day. The Haunting of Harrow House Orphanage. Chapter 1. The Assignment. The rain pelted against the windshield of Sarah Mitchell's car as she navigated through the dark, winding roads leading to Harrow House Orphanage. As a social worker, Sarah had seen her fair share of troubled children and challenging cases, but this one was different. She had been called in by her supervisor to investigate a case at the seemingly ordinary orphanage nestled deep in the woods of a remote town. The night was eerie, and the wind whispered ominous secrets through the trees. Sarah couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. The children at Harrow House Orphanage had recently come under her care, and her task was to assess their well-being and living conditions. As she approached the imposing, Gothic structure that was Harrow House, she couldn't help but notice the worn, weathered appearance of the building. It was an unsettling sight, but she pushed her unease aside, determined to fulfill her duty. Chapter 2. Disturbing Drawings. Inside the orphanage, Sarah was greeted by the stern-faced matron, Mrs. Abernathy. The children, a dozen or so of them, sat quietly in the common room, drawing on scraps of paper. Sarah's heart sank as she examined their artwork. The drawings all depicted a disturbing, recurring figure, a tall, shadowy figure with hollow eyes and elongated fingers. It was as if the children were collectively haunted by the same sinister presence. Mrs. Abernathy noticed Sarah's expression and quickly attempted to explain. "It's just their imagination, dear," she said, her voice quivering. "They've had a difficult past, and their dreams often take a dark turn, but we take good care of them here." Sarah nodded, but couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. She made her way to the children and knelt down to speak with them individually. Their stories were equally unsettling. Each child spoke of nightmares and whispered voices in the night, always accompanied by the presence of the tall, shadowy figure from their drawings. Chapter 3. Strange Occurrences. Over the next few days, Sarah observed more strange occurrences at Harrow House. Objects moved on their own, and cold spots seemed to follow her wherever she went. The orphanage was supposed to be a safe haven for these children, but it was becoming increasingly clear that something malevolent lurked within its walls. One evening, Sarah decided to stay late, hoping to uncover the source of the children's fear. She heard faint cries echoing from the darkened corridors and followed the sound to a small, forgotten room in the basement. The room was filled with discarded toys and broken furniture, but what caught her eye was a tattered diary lying on the floor. As she picked up the diary, Sarah realized it belonged to a girl named Emily, who had lived at the orphanage years ago. Emily's entries were filled with tales of the same shadowy figure that haunted the current children. She wrote of feeling watched, of strange whispers in the night, and of the overwhelming fear that had consumed her. Chapter 4. The Malevolent Presence. Sarah's determination to uncover the truth intensified. She delved deeper into the history of Harrow House, discovering that it had once been an asylum for the mentally ill. The building had a dark past filled with stories of mistreatment and cruelty. Emily's diary hinted at something even more sinister, something that had never been fully resolved. Late one night, Sarah decided to perform a séance in an attempt to communicate with whatever entity lurked in the shadows. She gathered the children, who were reluctant but trusting, and began the ritual. As the candles flickered, a bone-chilling presence filled the room. It was the malevolent spirit of Dr. Harrow, the asylum's former director, who had subjected patients to unspeakable horrors. Dr. Harrow's rage was palpable, and he sought revenge for the suffering he had caused. The children's drawings and nightmares were a result of his malevolence, a reminder of the torment he had inflicted upon them. Chapter 5. A Desperate Battle. Sarah knew she had to free the children from Dr. Harrow's grip. Armed with knowledge from Emily's diary, she devised a plan to confront the vengeful spirit. With the children's help, they unearthed a hidden chamber beneath the orphanage where Dr. Harrow's malevolent presence was strongest. In a climactic battle of wills, Sarah and the children confronted Dr. Harrow's spirit. They recited verses from Emily's diary, invoking the memory of the girl he had tormented. As the room shook with unearthly force, the spirit began to weaken. In a blinding flash of light, Dr. Harrow's malevolence dissipated, leaving behind a sense of peace. The children's drawings and nightmares ceased, and the orphanage, once haunted by the past, became a sanctuary of hope. Epilogue. The haunting of Harrow House Orphanage had come to an end thanks to the bravery of Sarah and the resilience of the children. The shadowy figure that had terrorized them for so long was gone, forever banished into the depths of history. Sarah continued her work as a social worker, but the memory of Harrow House would forever haunt her. She had witnessed the depths of human suffering and the power of resilience and determination. Harrow House stood as a reminder that even in the darkest of places there could be light, and even the most malevolent spirits could be defeated by the strength of the human spirit. Chapter 6. A New Beginning. With the malevolent presence of Dr. Harrow banished, life at Harrow House Orphanage began to change. The children's drawings took on a more joyful and vibrant tone, reflecting their newfound sense of safety and security. Laughter filled the halls where once only whispers of fear had existed. Sarah had formed a strong bond with the children during their ordeal, and she decided to stay on as a permanent part of their lives. She worked tirelessly to provide them with the love, care, and support they desperately needed. The community rallied behind the orphanage, offering resources and assistance to ensure the children's well-being. Over time, the once foreboding orphanage transformed into a place of healing and hope. Children flourished academically and emotionally, leaving behind the scars of their past traumas. The town came to view Harrow House as a symbol of resilience and rebirth, a testament to the power of the human spirit to overcome darkness. Chapter 7. The Legacy Lives On. As the years passed, the children who had once lived in the shadow of Dr. Harrow's malevolence grew into strong, compassionate adults. Many of them chose careers in social work, determined to make a positive impact on the lives of others, just as Sarah had done for them. Harrow House Orphanage continued to thrive, offering a safe haven to countless more children in need. The memory of the haunting was preserved in the form of Emily's diary, which became a cherished artifact, a reminder of the institution's troubled past and the courage it took to confront it. Sarah, now a respected figure in the field of child welfare, remained a beloved mentor to the children she had saved. She knew that the battle against darkness was ongoing, but she also knew that together they had proven that even the most malevolent forces could be defeated when met with determination, love, and unity. The haunting of Harrow House Orphanage became a legend in the small town, passed down from generation to generation as a cautionary tale and a testament to the strength of the human spirit. It was a reminder that in the face of evil, there would always be those willing to stand up and fight, ensuring that hope and light would ultimately prevail over darkness. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the story. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.